Hello, I'm Michael Schumacher, or Shu, as everyone knows me. I'm the VP of Sales for OPSWAT, and I'm here to talk to you about our comprehensive MetaDefender platform. So I'm going to start over here in the OT world. A good friend of mine says, you can't manage, control, or protect assets you don't know exist. Well, this solution is our Neuralizer, a very intuitive piece of equipment, sits on your network, rapidly identifies all your assets. It tells you when and where and how and what is being transmitted between your devices, who's doing it, what time of day, and the protocols being used. Right below that is the Meta Access OT device. You have remote employees who are trying to make changes in your OT, or perhaps even contractors. That's Meta Access OT, the most secure way to have people only have access to those devices in your OT that they should have access to. You come on down, you see this HMI and your PLCs. Well, gosh, who's writing code to those PLCs? And when should that happen? Well, you determine that. You have your read-write protocols and planning, and our product, this solution, the OT Fuse, will make sure that your read-write protocols are enforced. And nobody that's accessing one of these units that's controlling perhaps a pump or a filter or lights in a control room or critical access in your critical infrastructure, they're not turning up 100 times the amount of chlorine at that water treatment plant, because the OPSWAT OT Fuse is preventing that from happening. Moving on down, you see right here we have our secure application solution for engineering workstation. We'll start with the MetaDefender drive. Is that asset recently returned? What's the point of origin in the world of it? Does it have critical vulnerabilities? Are there applications or other things there that shouldn't be there? MetaDefender drive is going to tell you that. This is our OPSWAT USB firewall. We have this wonderful kiosk solution that's part of this MetaDefender platform. It can do and put onto the files moving into your OT a digital signature. If that digital signature isn't there, this device will prevent those files from being mounted in your ICS or SCADA world. So if it's not been scanned, it's not been proven safe, won't be mounted. Add to that the OPSWAT client on your engineering workstation. That client will act as a remote point of access for either scanning files or determining if those files have been scanned before they enter your OT world. A complete solution in terms of protecting that endpoint. And below that you see Vault. What is Vault? It's a storage solution. It works with the MetaDefender platform, multiple AVs, deep CDR, it scans the files as they're in storage, is allowed to move into your OT network via our kiosk, and they remain there. They can be scanned in case there are things that are timed bombs in terms of preventing or presenting an exposure to you. The Vault is that secure storage environment, gives you complete control over the when and the how and the what is uploaded into your OT world. And now we'll work our way back to IT. You come through our NetWall products. These are unidirectional gateways. We have a bidirectional version, but you can absolutely control what data goes out from OT to IT and what data comes in from IT to OT through the NetWall product set. Here is our champion, the OPSWAT kiosk. This is the K3001. This solution is for you in your manufacturing facilities, anywhere you have secure file transfer, anywhere you have a need where contractors or others are bringing in transient media with information that they have to bring into your secure networks, whether that be OT or even IT. They come in, they sign in, they go through the process you set up. They either scan all those files or the ones they want to scan and bring in, and this renders a verdict on whether or not those will be allowed to enter your network. And from there, they can move through the kiosk either into the Vault, or you can have them copied over to a known good USB and allow only that device to enter your OT world. And here's another iteration of that kiosk. Very cool. Our brand new hardened portable kiosk, the 2100. And this is a device that is meets military hardening standards, all industrial standards in terms of carrying it out on the floor. It's got a really nice case, and I'm not going to be able to get it out of there. And That's to protect it, so you can have your people walking around your facilities and scanning the USBs that are being brought in by vendors and others before that information is loaded into your OT world. Now we move backwards into IT. At the top here, we have our MetaDefender drive again. And this is for securing your supply chain. Do you have devices coming back from employees that have been traveling internationally? Are you buying servers and other hardware from around the world? Well, this is a bootable media, multiple AVs, and it will boot up those devices, tell you country of origin, any known vulnerabilities, gives you a complete report of every file and every application on that device before you allow it to enter into your network. Below that, we have one of our biggest portions of the platform. This is the MetaDefender Core with ICAP server. If you have applications that you're uploading files to, and everybody does, if you have a web portal, you have places where your customers or others are sending you files from a less secure to your much more secure world, this is what you need. You can do it either via REST API or via ICAP, which is a very smooth multi-application usage tool. Multiple AVs, over 30, can be applied to this product. Deep CDR, our award-winning deep content disarm and reconstruct, really the secret sauce of what we do. We don't just do data sanitization. We take those files and break them down to bits and bytes, up to 130 file types now, all of the productivity file types, virtually every file type you can think of. And we take them down to bits and bytes, and if there's something in there we don't think should be there, not it's a known threat, it's an unknown threat, it's 0 day. Why is there JavaScript in a document? Shouldn't be there, gone. Why is there steganography or extra information in a JPEG? We're gonna take it out. And not only that, we have our fully recursive, and the reason we call it deep CDR, our fully recursive content disarm and reconstruct. If you have an archive or multiple archives, we don't just tell you there's an archive. We dive into those archives. By default 5, but we can go much deeper, and we tell you whether or not that archive is safe or we remove it. So again, put this in front of your applications. Any files coming in, this is the solution to make sure those files are secure and that you're providing a zero trust. Below that, we have MetaDefender for email security. Essentially the same MetaDefender core, but in front of your email. Protects you against all of those social engineering traps that are out there, multiple AVs for known threats and deep CDR for unknown threats, the most complete and secure email solution. Underneath that is our Meta Access platform. In this case, it's showing you NERC CIP compliance needs. Meta Access is a trust no device product of ours. You have contractors, you have people work from home, you have all of these BYOD devices, products out there. That's Meta Access. Put that product on it. It will determine based on your needs what applications are allowed to be used. Is that device compliant enough to actually enter into your network and have access to applications? And we'll provide a remediation page saying what needs to be fixed before those people can access. And finally, down here, we have the MetaDefender for secure storage. What do your files look like at rest? What are you putting into your storage? What happens if something goes into your storage and you think it's safe, and then it ends up not being safe, a time bomb? That's what this product's for. You don't want to store things that came in unsafe, and you can rescan those files at rest. You can secure everything you have in storage, and it doesn't matter who the storage is with, how you're doing that. That's this product right here, MetaDefender for secure storage. So this is the entire MetaDefender platform, from OT, from device identification, device control, back through secure file transfer, and into all of your applications and email and storage. A complete zero trust solution from OPSWAT. Thank you for your time. Have a great day.